Hey, real estate agents, welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga. Hey, that was a good one, huh, Joey?
Yeah, that's pretty good, brother. What's going on?
How you been doing? Just enjoying the weather this week. It's cooled down a little bit, so here in the Ozarks.
Yeah,
and,
you mentioned 75, right?
75 with the cool breeze this morning. I think it's going to be like 82 today, maybe.
Oh, gosh, we're hanging up now.
Yeah. Well, you have to plan a trip out here sometime.
We'll certainly do that.
Yeah, we got great guests with us in the house today. We got Louie Wilkins and Joanna Wilkins, the Wilkins team with Russ Lyon Sotheby's International Realty. Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. I'm excited to hear what you guys are doing in the luxury market and just the overall market in general, and kind of some of the things that you're doing to get your business, which is, I guess, what the show is all about. So
that's right.
Anyway, why don't we start with you both introducing yourselves, how long you've been in the business, and what got you into real estate?
Okay. Joanna Wilkins. I have been in real estate just over 20 years. I used to work for a container leasing company in San Francisco, and I used to negotiate their yearly contracts. When I decided to get out of corporate America and start a family, I still wanted to have a job that I could use my negotiation skills, and real estate just seemed to be the best option, and I just enjoy every second of it.
All right. Awesome.
And
when was it you got into the business again?
I got into the business in 2001, so just over 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been on the roller coaster.
I have been on the roller coaster, absolutely. I've seen the good times, the bad times, and everything in between, so it's all good.
All right.
And then I started in real estate 5.5 years ago. Growing up with my mom doing real estate, I've always had an interest for seeing houses, seeing the architecture of them, learning kind of like the business of it. And then as I was going through college, I got my license, and ever since then, it's been amazing to me, and I've enjoyed it. I've learned so much throughout the process, so that's kind of what got me into real estate.
Nice.
Well, you're able to learn a lot, right, from mom?
Exactly. I absolutely am, yes.
And believe it or not, we work actually really well together. So
Really?
most mothers and sons, but it's a lot of fun. We really do work well together. So it's a great team.
So do you have the accent at all, Louie?
No, I grew up, my mom says I grew up with a little bit of an accent saying like water rather than water, but I lost it going into school and kindergarten, and that was that.
I wish they did, because the one thing about having the accent, I mean, when we're doing an open house, someone say walks in and it's like straight away, where are you from? Mm-hmm. And just having that, from London, and then they'll tell me about a recent vacation or when they once went over, and it just kind of breaks the ice. It's just a real kind of nice welcome.
Yeah, and it sounds a lot more polite too,
Well,
in my
thank
opinion,
you.
and formal. but I'm sure Louie can do the accent if he wanted.
It does come out sometimes,
Yeah.
like just at a random sentence, and then I'll catch myself, or one of my friends will be like, you literally sounded so British right there. So.
I was gonna say the accent makes people sound smarter, I think.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Especially compared to me being here in the Ozarks, right? Come on.
Completely different accents.
Well, when I visited England, I had the accent, and it made me sound dumber. So.
Oh, it's too funny.
Oh, Joey, don't be so hard on yourself.
You have an accent to me.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
there you go.
So why don't we jump into, I know we've had a crazy market the last couple of years. What are you guys seeing right now in your market? I know you work pretty much the entire market, but what are you seeing also in the luxury side right now?
Well, the really high end doesn't seem to be that affected with what's changed over the last 60, 90 days. So $3 million plus in the North Scottsdale area, still in great demand. Obviously still a lot of people moving from different states. $3 million, in California is a drop in the bucket pretty much. And, they're paying cash, so they're not affected by the recent rate increases either. The biggest difference that we're seeing, and to be honest with you, I'm really happy that the market has adjusted itself.
Yes.
Because there's no way it could have sustained and continued the way it was going. It was just getting crazy. Mm-hmm. So now we're looking at prices adjusting, which is a good thing. We have more inventory, so buyers now are actually not feeling so rushed to make a decision on a house that they weren't really in love with. Another great thing too is it's so important for a buyer to, whether it's your first time buying or you've purchased many homes, to really have the time to do your due diligence. And back in, the last year up until, let's just say, March, people were writing contracts, waiving the appraisal, waiving the inspections, waiving everything. And
paying way overpriced.
Yeah. And really not having that opportunity to see the house maybe for more than 10 minutes. And it's just going to be interesting. Sellers were very, very greedy.
Yes.
And it's just going to be interesting to see over the next few years how this pans out. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of, let's just say, lawsuits, but things that maybe weren't disclosed because, the gun was to the head for the buyer to pull the trigger real quick, and didn't really do everything that they could have done. So I'm kind of glad that the market's adjusting and it's becoming a little bit more normal.
Yeah. Do you think on the higher end that if we see the stock market continue to go down, right? Let's say we have a prolonged bear market, let's say, does that have any bearing at all on that higher end buyer's decision?
Absolutely.
Or do they go toward real estate more? What would you think?
They definitely will go towards real estate more. I mean, it's always a great thing to have like an actual physical asset. And when you're talking about Scottsdale, Arizona is in the top 3 states of people still moving here. It's such a desirable place to live. Obviously not in June, July, August, September, sometimes the middle of October, we start to open our doors. But for the winter months, hiking, golfing, it has so much to offer, and the beautiful winters in the 70, 80 degrees. So I think that the Arizona market will always remain strong. But I think once if the stock market continues to be a little bit iffy, they will certainly want to invest in real estate.
Yeah. And you guys aren't just focused on luxury. So what about just the overall market out there right now? What are your thoughts?
The overall market, we do see a little bit of a change. Houses are starting to sit on the market for a few days now. They're not going way over asking price. Depending on where they're at and how they're priced, sometimes there's still a few houses are still going within a day. But the buyers are having some more time to really digest and see the different houses that are out there on the market, to just do their research and do their due diligence, like you said. And I see that in like the 1.5 million and under range, just kind of. But then when you get to like the under $500,000 range, I still see everyone just going quickly. Yeah. So,
and the interest rate, I think, is going to play a big role in the real estate market in that range of, let's just say, that 1.5 and under. Because that does make such a huge difference. Every time that goes up 1%, you're basically losing 10% of your buying power. So that really can make a big difference to, certain buyers, and then they're having to put more money down to make that mortgage payment. And I feel bad for Louie's generation. Louie's very, very fortunate that we actually went on a listing last year, and both of us walked in and we said, oh my gosh, this would be the perfect house for him to purchase. So Louie was able to jump on the bandwagon June of last year and purchase his first house, which is fabulous.
Thank you. I was so scared because I was one of those buyers that didn't have anything to sell.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I buying at the top high rate market?
It's a whole lot different when it's your own transaction.
Right.
No matter what market it is, you're just thinking, oh boy, even if you're the seller.
Right.
Oh man.
But I got a glimpse of it, of being within, obviously I didn't have that competition of offers coming in because I was going to get it as a listing.
Yeah.
So I was able to kind of negotiate with the seller before going on the market.
Oh, nice.
So that's what was nice about it. But I did get that feeling of like, am I buying too high kind of deal. So it was a good experience for me to kind of see how my clients go about going through things, because this was the first time that I had bought my own home. So it was kind of a good experience to see the whole process of it firsthand.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Another thing.
close. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. The other thing too here in the Scottsdale and the surrounding areas is the rents.
Oh yeah,
They have absolutely gone through the roof. And there's just one thing that buying your first house can be scary, as Louie just said. But if you look at the big picture, and I wish so many the younger generation would really look at the big picture instead of being so scared. Because if you're throwing away, I mean, so many people the last couple of months, their rent's gone from $2,500 to $3,000 with very little notice. And, with some help from family members with the down payment, it just makes more sense to purchase. You might not have your dream home right from the get-go, but who did?
Yes,
when
exactly.
I bought my first home, it was an absolute teardown, but you got to start somewhere.
That's right. That's right.
I remember my first house. My wife and I bought, back in 1997, I think, but it was $68,000.
Oh,
And that was in Kansas City area, but I was also making 40 some. So I mean, right now I think one of the things that we see with the younger generation is the prices are so high, elevated, so much more than their income level right now. I think they said the median house price across America is like 7 or a little over 7 times the median income, which is a big number. But I guess it works. The numbers work if the interest rates stay low. So I think what you're saying about the interest rates going up is making a lot of people probably reconsider right now whether they're going to buy, just because that payment's gone up so much.
as well as the cost of living. I mean, every time I drive an SUV, and I nearly croaked at my husband normally fills up my car for me because it's something I don't really care to do. And just last week he was out of town, so I was $135.
You believe it?
I'm just like, and I wasn't even, the light wasn't even on.
Oh no.
Just terrible.
It hurts, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Think about getting one of those bicycles with the little motor on it.
There you go.
A little
Just do
sidecar.
like the Lime scooters and
Yeah, there you
those
go.
things.
Hey, if it weren't so hot here, that's what I'd be riding.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe in
Yeah,
the winter
yeah.
only.
Yes.
So, congratulations in order, I guess. You guys had a luxury development, new build that you've been working with, and it's all sold out now. Is that right?
Yeah, we were actually given the opportunity a few years ago. It started, behind the scenes, but it was 14 luxury villas in the heart of Scottsdale, very close to Old Town Scottsdale, so the location was amazing. And we have this beautiful, we have many beautiful resorts here, but these particular villas back to the Phoenician. So it was straight down the fairway of the second fairway of the Phoenician, and had the Camelback Mountain as the backdrop. So we were fortunate enough to be the sales associates of 14 of them, and
Wow.
we've got a couple more to be built. They should be completed in November of this year. But as far as the sales go, we got it done, and
Nice.
it was an amazing experience.
I'm curious. I mean, what are the price ranges on that?
I was getting ready to ask that.
The 2 bedrooms were going for $1,150,000.
Okay.
And the 3 bedrooms are 1.8.
Wow.
And then of course you go to the design studio.
And it's about
And
2 million plus.
upgrade.
That's where you get in trouble.
Exactly.
Does that give them access to the golf course at all?
Well, the Phoenician is actually a public golf course, so yes,
that's right.
They just got the views included in the purchase, but yeah, they had
That's
to
still good.
still pay for their golf and spa memberships.
They might accumulate some extra golf balls too every now and then.
Yeah.
We have.
over.
I've gotten a few buckets of balls just working there. At the end of the day, I go and
Saves you
pick up
some money.
them. Exactly, and they were some good golf balls. So I haven't bought golf balls in, I'd say, 2.5 years now.
There you go.
Yep.
That's funny. So that's either a really tough course or some really bad golfers.
I think a combination
Yeah,
of both.
Probably the latter.
Right.
So why don't you share with us how you all generate your business? How do you get business, especially in today's market?
Well, we set a lot of open houses. We have a lot of success with the, people coming through. Not so much, obviously, in the summer. We did a couple of open houses past weekend, and not a sausage came through. So
no nosy neighbors.
No, it's too hot for even them. But we do a lot of open houses. But more importantly, I would say probably 90% of our business comes from referrals from previous clients. And that just absolutely is the best thing ever. When somebody calls us and says, so-and-so referred us, it just, makes you realize you did a really good job for them, and that they have the confidence in us to be able to take care of their friends or family members, whatever the case may be. We just got a referral from some dear clients. They're actually one of my first clients 20 plus years ago.
Wow.
And they just referred us to a fabulous listing on the first hole of the TPC, where we have the Phoenix Waste Management Golf. And we sold it in a day, so we looked like complete heroes. And it was just wonderful just to have that recognition and just to have that confidence in our previous friends and clients, and all of our clients turn into friends. So that just makes it even more precious.
Yeah.
I think another thing that we do a very good job at to get clientele is we do a lot of flyers. Once we close a house, we like to send out to all of the neighbors. Just sold for the past year and a half. It's been record selling price in that neighborhood. So we do a lot of the flyers. We do a lot of social media posts. I've noticed with today's day and age, you have to post on social media. Just to stay in
Correction,
front.
Louie does all the social media. I haven't got a clue how to do it.
I was
So
about to ask that.
Louie is 100% in charge of marketing and social media.
I'm on my mom's Facebook and Instagram posting for her because she
Okay.
doesn't quite understand the whole thing. But it's a part of our generation. I think it's a great way to stay in front of people, especially because real estate is all commission and there is no salary. You have to go out and you have to earn your business, and you have to work hard for that. And a huge part of that is through our social media and what we do there.
So what types of things do you do on social media?
So we have the typical apps: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all that fun
Videos
stuff.
or
We do quite a bit of videos, yes. If it's a good luxury listing, we will do a drone video on the inside and on the outside to really capture the views and really sell the house, and we'll post that all over our social medias. But with the company that we work with, Russ Lyon Sotheby's, they are fantastic at their marketing. So when we have a house that's for sale and we can put it in a magazine and it goes to Wall Street and it's an international company, so people in Italy see it and all across the world, I think that really helps us brand us in the listing to help better sell your house as well. And then whenever it comes to buyers, to market and get them the house that they're looking for, we have such a good clientele base of agents within Russ Lyon too, that we can easily send an email out to all of them and they get back to us within a day. I have this listing coming up soon. And we like to work within the company and keep it within the family.
We make, when Louie and I do open houses, because I think a lot of agents, they post their videos. Oh, this is the living room, and clearly it's the living room. Oh, this is the kitchen. Well, clearly it's the kitchen. I mean, it can get a little bit mundane and a little bit boring. So with our crazy personalities, we have been known to create a couple of videos where I'm usually holding the phone because I can't stand seeing myself, and even though everyone comments on how wonderful my accent is, for some reason I think it sounds different than when I hear it back. So quite often I'm the one holding the phone and Louie will be doing this introduction of the house, and on a few occasions we got to take 30.
Take 30, all right.
And then he finally got it right and I completely blew it by just bursting into laughter. So we have been known for creating some kind of funny videos. You're still being you're still being professional and you're still showing the house, but we're not ones to walk around and just give you a boring tour of the home. So we try and make it fun. I think if you've got to enjoy what you do. And if you don't, then it's a job. If you enjoy what you do, it's something that is just pleasurable and makes it exciting.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, Russ Lyon is a great company there in the Valley, and just the connection Sotheby's, on an international basis, probably unmatched.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm curious. You talked about you're mainly referral based now. What are you guys doing to stay in front of your clients?
Well, I recently just moved from a larger house that we've owned for many years, raising the children, and we still own that. We now has it as a rental, but once a year over the holidays, we would invite all of our neighbors, all of our friends, all of our
Past
previous clients that
yeah.
turn into friends. So we always do that, and we have it catered, and we do a theme every year, and we ask that they just bring an unwrapped toy to for the Phoenix
time.
Children's
That's awesome.
Hospital,
Yeah.
and then we go and just have that confirmation on how fortunate we are, and go to the hospital and donate carloads of amazing toys. It's just so rewarding.
That's awesome.
But we do obviously the e-blasts and what have you, and Louie's social media. But we're very much hands-on instead of taking our clients to lunch, having social events, inviting them to that. It's just so important, because I think the percentage, if I'm not incorrect here, is like 78% of people can't remember their agent's name after 2 years. Louie and I don't give them that opportunity.
That's good.
We're in their lives whether they want us in there or not, but we stay in front of our clients on a very regular basis.
We have the CRMs that go out once a month, and we try not to make it all about real estate. That's what's so nice about it, I feel like, is we deal with them on the business level, but throughout the whole transaction, you start to really talk to them every day, emailing back and forth, and you start to really get to understand and know each other, that it evolves into friendship.
Sure.
And then once you close on the house, it's one big celebration, because it can sometimes be stressful throughout the process. But once that celebration and they close on the house and they got the house of their dreams, it's then just following up and making sure that everything is good within their house. And then we always go out to like lunches. I think we do a very good job of just staying in touch with them, and not even just for the referral basis, but because we just built
We
such a
enjoy them.
good
Yes.
we built such a good friendship with them, and it's so fun. I thoroughly enjoy what I do. Just being able to see the different homes and the way they see homes differently from other people too is very interesting to me. So I think we just do a good job of staying in front of them and making sure that everything is good with their house. We're always one phone call away if anything, they need any gardeners, handyman, anything like that.
That's a great point. We do have a slew of really fantastic people. So that, I think, takes a lot of stress out, because we can refer them to so many people that we trust. We give them a lot of business. So they are going to treat our friends and clients really well. And Louie's always available for a game of golf too. So
It's a golfer, huh?
any excuse to get on the course.
There we go.
He calls it work.
A lot of business can be done on the golf course.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's what I spend half my life trying to explain that to my mom.
A lot of business can be done getting an open house and meeting clients too, but for some reason he prefers the golf course.
It's intimate, right?
Exactly. I get 4 hours, and you have to learn about each other and be competitive and go out there and have fun.
Love it.
You should bring the cool cloths, and make sure that it has your logo and your phone number.
Right. I've got the hat already that I normally wear with the Wilkins team logo on it, so that's just a
There you go.
little
That's a
bit,
good
but-
idea, the cool cloths. We'll have to get some of those made. Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll be the talk of the golf course there, handing out cold towels.
Yeah, there
Absolutely.
we go. Yep.
Have your logo on them. They might get dirty, but they're still going to remember you.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
So I'm curious. So over the last couple of years, I know that there's been a lot of relocation going on around the country, and of course, a lot of people moving to the Valley, right? Are you seeing that still as much in 2022 as we saw in 2020 and 2021, or have you seen that kind of slow down a little bit as far as people moving, deciding to move from California or from Seattle or what have you into the Valley?
We're seeing a lot of companies moving to the Valley. Our commercial price per square foot is still far less than obviously other states, Texas and California, Chicago, Manhattan, New York. So there's a lot of big corporations. We've just recently had Nationwide come in the last couple of years, and we have, and it's spacing me now, but It's a semiconductor.
Yeah, it's a semiconductor. They're building north.
Correct,
Yeah,
right on
huge,
the I-17 and the
yes.
303, and I think it's like going to be another 3,000 employees coming in the next 6 to 9 months. So there's a lot of people still moving here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I notice a lot still with California, just because whenever they come into a house, and one of the first questions they always ask me is, "What's the property taxes here?" And I'll tell them
and
the
they love
property
it,
taxes,
I'm
and
sure.
they're like,
No
"Where do I
way."
write the check?" I mean, like, this is unbelievable compared to what I pay in California or New York, Chicago. So yeah, I still see quite a bit of people moving here. Just the lifestyle too, with everyone working from home. I think they realize, like in California or like a Chicago, you can, like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo is like $1 million, $2 million there.
Yeah.
When they come here for $1 million, $2 million, they can get a 4-bed, 3.5 bath with a pool, hot tub. They're working from home anyways. They want to enjoy the weather, see the sunshine, get a bigger home, not have the kids right outside their door screaming and hollering. So I think you still see quite a bit of people moving to the valley.
Yeah, I did a Zoom call last week, and I didn't realize that Arizona has 300 people move here per day
Really?
from other states, or other countries. So
Yeah.
we've got 300 people coming here a day. So that's fabulous for the real estate. For the traffic,
I know. I'm starting to hate it.
Yeah.
But we've been spoiled for a while, so.
we have, but our freeways and our roads, it's starting to get busy.
Bit crowded.
A lot of construction going on, too.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Any other points that you want to bring up or talk about real quick before we get to the last segment here?
We're just extremely thankful to everybody that has ever used us, that have referred us. We honestly will take care of them. They know we will, and just can't thank them enough for their trust and their confidence. And thank you so much for both of you for having us, and also for Kinder, who is absolutely fabulous in the marketing department.
She is.
We're building an amazing relationship with her, and thanks to all of you for having us on this podcast. It's my first of doing this.
Awesome.
I've
Yeah.
done the radio, but this is
Look
my
at you.
first podcast, so I'm excited. I'm getting there.
There we go. Yeah, big shout out for sure to Kinder Ashford over at Security Title.
She
for,
is
getting you on
amazing.
here. She's amazing.
She really is good at what she does, and she's been so helpful throughout the process, because sometimes as an agent you blank on like what new things are arising, and she is so on board with sending me emails. This is what's new, this is what we can do, and it's been so helpful to us.
She's fabulous.
Yeah.
I can't speak highly.
good.
Yep.
Oh, also get a big shout out to our sponsors too, Security Title Agency and Fidelity National Home Warranty.
Yep.
So agents, if you haven't worked with them, make sure to give them a shot. All right. You ready to get in the ring?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's the ring?
Do it.
What's the
All right,
ring?
let's
I
get the
wasn't
ring.
told about this portion.
No, it's a quick question or quick
Okay.
answer.
Here we go.
Okay.
This is rapid fire.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you think a reason is that many agents are not successful?
Laziness, I would say number one.
Yeah, I think it's the lack of drive. Quick answer, but I think whenever you get into this business, a lot of people think that you just get referrals
Automatically
coming
become
and,
rich.
and it's just easy to a lot of people in the outside world. It is very hard to go pick up some clients because there's
It
so
is.
many realtors out there that they can choose from, that you've got to really make your presence about it.
And related to, because
Absolutely.
everyone's got a family member that's a realtor.
That's
Yeah.
right. Here in Arizona, absolutely. In the
Yeah,
Phoenix
whether they
metro.
know what they're doing is a different situation, but oh well.
Yep.
Yeah. How about a book recommendation? Either listened to or read.
I've got a good one that I just read. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by
yeah.
Robert
Kawasaki.
Kiyosaki.
Kiyosaki.
Kiyosaki. And I know it's just like kind of the generic kind of everyone knows about the book, but it really does, as a young man that's into business now and understanding it, I think it helped open up my mind so much in regards to the things that he was saying.
Yeah.
And
Investment.
I really enjoyed that book a lot.
It changed so many people's lives.
It does. It
You
really
know,
does.
It was
And I
one of
know
the first
it's-
books I read, and just like,
yeah, he did a great job writing it, and it really clicked with me. So that was a good one.
Yeah. And what's the next one, Joey? So the next one to read, I think, from him would be the Quadrants.
yeah, he's got like a whole bunch of books out, but the quadrant one is good too. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it explains, having a job versus owning a company versus having investments for,
Yeah.
So it's
Company.
the different quadrants to
Yeah.
lead up to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite book, Joanna?
I am not a big reader, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I love, love, love to cook. So if I was going to pick up a book, it would be a cookbook. And then I read all of the ingredients and I add my little 2 cents to it. If it says 2 cloves of garlic, it's instantly 20. And I change up the recipe and go that route. I find it very relaxing. That's how I kind of unwind at the end of the day, is to eat, drink, and be merry.
I'm curious, in England, do they say, I want to put in my 2 quids? Do they say anything like that?
Not so much anymore, no.
No, never. 2 quids.
Yeah, no.
All right. How about Apple or Android?
Apple.
Apple.
Yeah, we've always been into Apple. My laptop, my phone, everything
All
is
right.
always Apple.
Joey loses on that one a lot.
I do.
Oh.
I do. I'm an Android.
But he already knows that. He knows what
I
the
do.
answer is before.
Right.
Yeah. I usually edit that out when
Yeah.
their lips are saying Apple, but it's Android.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
coming
right.
out.
Oh, is that why last time it sounded like your voice saying
Yeah.
Android out
Yeah,
somebody
that's
else's mouth?
Edited it in. There you go.
You need to disguise that better, Joey.
Oh yeah.
So how about if someone told you to pack your bags because you're going on an awesome vacation tomorrow, where would you go and why?
For me, it's all about the ocean. For some reason, when you're looking at the ocean, each wave takes just a little ounce of stress out of your body. So I'm not a mountain person, but definitely ocean for me.
Oh, I always like to try new places. I would love to go to like a Bora Bora. I think I've always seen like videos of the tropical
White sand.
white sand and everything else that I've seen on video. So I'd have to say Bora Bora.
Yeah,
That's where
no,
I'd
that's a
go.
great one. I think my wife would put the Maldives on there or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Turks and Caicos, I think, would be a good one to go
That's
to.
another one. All
Caicos.
those tropical places, whatever's tropical around there with the water, the sand, sun, I'm in.
Girls in
Turks and
bikinis and
Caicos.
cocktails.
Yeah. Turks and Caicos is probably a much shorter trip than the Maldives, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
that one's probably
That's very
first on the
true.
list.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for both being in here today. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure meeting both of you. Thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah, thank
A
you.
lot of fun.
Absolutely. No, great information. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, agents, until next time, we will see you later.
Adios.
Adios. See ya. All right, good job.
Bye-bye. Thank you.